Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, I hope everyone is having an amazing day. So in the last video of this series of setting up a JDA Discord bot, we set up Maven, and now we're going to use Maven to install JDA. So we're going to go to our pom.xml file, and we're going to go to the official repository of Discord of JDA. And then we're going to go to the installation section, and we're going to see two options. We're going to see Gradle, and we're going to see Maven. Now, for the since we're using Maven, we're going to copy this, and where you see dependencies, paste it below this. So you only have this, right? I already added it, so you only see like this. Now just below the dependency, not dependencies, dependency end of JUnit, just add your the JDA Maven installation. So, and then replace the $sign version with the latest version, which you can find right here. Sorry. And once and then you can save the file, run Maven compile, and then you should get build success. If I run Maven compile, it might take a second, but because I've already done this, so yeah. And then we're gonna go to our so we're gonna go to our main file, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna type in JDA Builder. We'll refer to the documentation in a second, and you can name it whatever you want. I'm just gonna name JDA Builder, and then we're gonna do equals JDA Builder, JDA Builder dot create. So you have three options. You have create default, and create light. Create light is just doesn't store certain parts of the cache, and it's just more minimal and remove some extra cache storage features and stuff. Since I'm just gonna use create default because it's the default one, and I don't want to like you might come in some issues with like, oh, why is this happening? Then you realize, oh, it's because it doesn't store certain parts of the cache. So some event listeners might not work. So, and then right here you're gonna paste in your token. So I'm just gonna do like token. But personally, for me, since I don't want to make this, since it could be a vulnerability if you just if you upload this to like GitHub or any other repo, and if it's just inside your code, it's a vulnerability. So what I like to do is just make it an argument. So I'm going to take in the first argument, and then that's going to be my token. So instead of providing it internally, I'm going to provide it externally, and then we're gonna add some intents. So create default has we can also do, we're gonna create a new enum, so enum set.of, and then we're gonna add two. So we're gonna do gateway intent dot, we're gonna do build messages to read messages, and then gateway intent dot message content. We're gonna add these two. You're gonna need to add a lot. You could just add all of them, and I'd recommend doing that because sometimes if you have some types of event listeners and like, wait, why doesn't this work? Most of the times, if you feel confident that your code is actually correct, it's because you don't have some of the gateway intent. So I'd recommend just adding all of them. But for educational purposes, I'm just gonna add this one. And then we're gonna do JDA. We're gonna do JDA equals JDA Builder dot build. So now let's refer to the documentation. So first we have JDA Builder, which is a class, and it's used to create new JDA instances. This is also used for making sure all of your event listeners are registered before JDA attempts to log in. And then a single JDA Builder can be used multiple times. It's called to build creates a new JDA instance using the same information. So once again, we just built it and stuff like that. And then what is JDA as an interface, and it's the core of JDA. It's what you use to access all parts of the API. This is it's a starting point from accessing all parts of the API. Now this is in itself enough to get your bot online and ready. But so how do we run it? Okay, so first we need to actually create our application or our bot. So we're going to go to our Discord developer portal, and then we're going to create a new application, which is going to be like right here. It's going to be a little blue button. You press new, and then you need two things. First, you're going to go to the bot, and then you're going to use your token. This is what we use to make our bot go online. It's never share this with anyone, as it says. It's forget your lost token, generate a new one. Never share it with anyone because it's important. It's what is used to access your bot. And then we're going to go to general information, and this is the application ID. We're going to use this for inviting the bot, which I'll show in a second. So we're going to copy this token, and then we're going to run this command. Maven exec Java, and then we're gonna do -d exec main class. So and then we're gonna pass in our main class. For me, it's com my company tutorial.app. So that's the directory. So I have com my company tutorial.app. So this is where my main class is located. So make sure if during the Maven process you change it up, make sure it's all you pass in the arguments for your case, and then we're gonna pass in arguments because if you've just put it in your file, you need to do this. But because I've specifically implied that I want it to be passed in externally, I'm just gonna pass in my token here, and then if I press enter, my bot should go online. Login successful, great. Connect to website, get finish loading. All right, now our bot is online. How do we invite it? We're gonna go to this website. We're gonna go to this website, and we're gonna paste in our client ID, which we have right here. We're gonna go to our general information, client application ID, paste it in, and then just click on administrator because it's like it has every permission. But if you ever get to the point where you feel like you're confident in your skills to create a Discord bot, and you want to, and if you want to like list it on some Discord bot websites, never have administrator, because mainly top.gg, which is the biggest one, they in the rules they say that never have it on administrator. You could have just only select the permissions that your bot only requires. But in our use case, we're just gonna click on administrator, and then you're gonna click on this link, and then you're gonna click the Discord server you want your bot to be invited to. And now we're gonna add some event listeners. So we're gonna delete this. We're gonna do .add event listeners, and now we're gonna create one. So we're gonna create a new file. Personally, I've already done it. So I'm just gonna create a new file. It's gonna call it message listener.java, right? And then we're gonna go to the documentation. We have listener adapter. This is what we're gonna use, which is an abstract implementation of event listener, which device events for you. And you should override the methods provided by this class for your event listener implementation. So how do we access it? We're gonna do extends listener adapter. For some reason, it is listener adapter. There you go. All right. And then we're gonna do, and now, okay, so we're gonna go back to the documentation, and you can see there's just a whole bunch of event listeners, which you can listen for. But for now, we're gonna use this. So once again, we're gonna, as I said, we should override it. I'm gonna do public void on. For example, let's create a command, right? Let's create a simple command, not any slash commands. We're gonna do on message received, and then we're gonna do message received event, right? And then we're gonna do message received event. And how can we check this? Once again, just go over here on message received event, or if you have any other events you want to sound for example, whenever for example, let's say a guild member joins for some, or a role is added, stuff like that. So what we're gonna do is whenever a message is received by the Discord bot, we're gonna print out the message. So we're gonna do event.get message, and then we're gonna get the content, get content, content display. So whenever we send a message, it's gonna send whatever that message was. So we're gonna save it, and we're gonna go back to the app.java, and we're gonna access. We're gonna do new message listener. By the way, you don't need this other one. I'm just gonna delete it permanently. That was just from previously before I started recording. And then add event listener new. Okay, so now if I run this Discord bot once again using the same command, it should get finished loading. And now if we go to our Discord server, if we go to our Discord server, I'll be right back. All right, so I have my Discord bot here with my bot invited, and now whenever I send hello YouTube, now if I go to my terminal, let me switch screens. As you can see, I have hello YouTube. So that's it. I will create more videos on how to set up different events, but it should be extremely self-explanatory. So a lot of different events. So if you want to create a new command, you can just do if event dot get message, I just can't spell, message dot content display dot equals, for example, hello, for example, sorry, make it a string, hello, and then you can like send a message or just print out something, system.out, the print line, ran hello command. And then now, once again, I'm just gonna run the bot again. And then switch screens. Sorry, let me just go back here. And if I do hello, I believe I named it. Now if I switch screens, not only do I get the message content because we did the content display, but we also get this because we ran the hello command. Now you can do whatever you want. You can just like do get event.get JDA.get event.get guild. For example, I'm just showing stuff like this. What you can do .get, for example, just ban someone. Ban. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, ban. And you can just pass in the user. You can do like stuff like that. It's really self-explanatory. I'll show more in the next video, but I just want to show what you can do with this. What you have infinite possibilities. You can do anything with this, and I'll definitely make more videos. Next video is going to be about slash commands, perhaps, and just showing different types of event listeners and how you can create different types of commands and stuff. So I hope this video was informational and you learned a lot, and I hope everyone has an amazing damn day. Remember to stay hydrated and take care of yourself.